Hello folks and welcome. Linux Mint 21.3 Cinnamon. This video can also be used on LMDE 6, the Debian version of the Cinnamon desktop for Linux Mint. Today I'm going to talk about this menu, how you can create your own program applications in case you have an application that you did not install, but you have the application. I'm going to be using commands for this today. So you can create or activate categories that are currently not in use, or you can place these icons anywhere in the category. So I have a Reboot Now icon that I created inside of this menu. I did not create it outside this menu. And I'll create another one with Power Off. You can also think about if you have an application that's fully functional, that maybe you're running it manually and you'd like to create an icon for it and place it somewhere. I'll touch a little bit about the icon sizes also, and I am going to just make mention of the fact that you can change the size of the icons also. But again, the video is about creating an icon inside of these subcategories. All right, if any of that stuff interests you, then continue watching. Filming in 1920 by 1080, so you can adjust your YouTube player if necessary. Welcome, folks. Welcome to Linux for Seniors. That's the name of my channel. If you'd like to subscribe, icon above the time and date or right around in there. Linux is for any age, though. I make mention of that in my About section. I have well over 350 videos on all kinds of tips. So let me get this basic stuff out of the way. Right-click, configure. We can certainly change the Linux Mint icon. Your Linux Mint icon is normally this one. You can certainly do that rather quickly. All right, I'm going to pick this one this time, just to be different. The size of the icon categories, this is your favorites, applications, and so forth. They're all listed here. Category size, application size, and favorites. There are 3 categories here. You can do the plus or minus. I have 32, 32, 42. Screenshot may be recommended if you are that type of person that like to go back and place things in their original order. All right, again, you can either plug in the number or just do the plus or minus. Now, we are going to talk about creating something. Again, I'm going to be using launchers, but you can also create launchers using applications you already have. All right, this is a category that's normally not displayed, but it will be available to you if you want to use it. I'll show you that now. Right-click on that icon and hit Edit Menu. The System Tool area is normally nothing here. That's why it's not being displayed on your system. You need at least one or more icons that are being shown to actually display it. So in your case, I'm turning this off just for a second, just to let you see that the icon went away. You have to have one or more icons active for it to display. So I'm not really going to talk about creating a new menu as opposed to creating an item. Now let me give you 2 examples. You can right-click on the screen to create the same icon and create a new launcher and fill in the boxes. I've shown this before. You put in a name, a command, an icon, and then you hit OK, and you're going to be asked another question. The question is, do you want it in the Mint menu? It will normally be placed in the other category when you create them outside the box. When you create them in here, though, it doesn't ask you that question, and it will create them directly in the category you picked already. So let me give you an example we have a Reboot Now, and I have it active sitting right here. And I will actually make mention of some cautions when you do this, if you're going to do this. I'm going to show you how to create an instantaneous power off button or icon. But we can also use the same information if you brought in an application from another system and didn't go through the software manager. So this is how you would create a launcher inside of the menu. You pick a category, okay? This menu is all the same on all of them. The new item is what you're going to be aiming for. So if it's a game, you do a new item here. If it's a graphic category, you do the new item here. If it's an office type, then you do the new item here. Mine I'm going to do under System Tools because I want both these icons together. And at the same time, I'm going to tell you where they're going to be stored. I'm going to open up the file manager before I do this. I want you to see this. Mary is just a made-up name. This is Mary's home folders. To view that folder, where that's going to be stored, I need to view the hidden files. You can click that or you can use Control-H. All right, under period or .local is where it's stored. In a subcategory, under Share, under Applications. This icon here is what you're looking at. As soon as I create a second one, it'll create another one of these. I'm going to right click on it and let you see that it says reboot on it. That's exactly what this command does. All right, so I'm going to minimize this. Then I'm going to create a new item now. This creates a launcher within inside this window, within inside this System Tool category. I'm going to do a power off now. If you have an application, then you would use Browse. And then you go find what folder you stuck that program or application in. And you find the executable for it. In other words, the ones that you're currently running manually out of your menus. All right? This time I'm just going to use a command. But if you were to use a file, you can do that. You can do that with script files too. So believe it or not, the command for this very powerful thing is power off. All lowercase. P-O-W-E-R-O-F-F. Very powerful command. It will shut down your system in a heartbeat. So when you create these and place them in your panel bar or menus, be careful using them. I am going to type in S-H-U-T because the shutdown icons are in here. Now, since this one is already red, we're going to pick a different color. I could use the wall switch one, or I could just use that one. So it's P-O-W-E-R-O-F-F, all lowercase letters. Okay, now I created two icons. Now I have two a la cartes in my period local .local share applications. That one is the power off. I just created that one. So I started with only the MIME-info cache. That's what I had in here. And when I created these two, it created these two. Okay. Also, when you uninstall them, these will go away. Because I'll do that also. Now I have two of these. Actually, this is a black one. I thought that was a white icon. Well, we could edit that also. So I'll use this guy here. And we'll do the update. Now, since these are active, that means they're being displayed. All right, so I could right click also. I already have this reboot icon sitting here. But I can also add this to the panel. Click this back open. Right click, I can also add it to the desktop. Right click, open this again. Not right click, just open it normally. And then I can also add this to favorite. This is a single click, it powers off the system instantaneously. Be extremely careful using this if you create them. I have shown these before, and I'm going to give you the same caution as I showed before. Always save your work before touching any of these. I have a second chance with this one. If you want a timer on these, you can also activate this. Right-click, System Settings. Again, I normally throw all kinds of tips throughout my videos, if you haven't noticed that yet. I'll change this to, we'll just call it 14 seconds. I'm going to hit enter. Now when I click this icon, I have 14 seconds. And this will auto shut down in 14 seconds, or I can hit cancel or restart. I'm going to hit cancel before that reaches 0. These are instantaneous. Save your work. Single click, double click. All right. Icon for reboot is already here. So I'm going to take the reboot icon and do it my way and throw it down there. And since it's already in the favorites, I think the only one left is the desktop. That one I would recommend that you right click and add to desktop. If you try to drag it, it gives you this funny looking box. Let me do that for you and show you how to recover from this. If you get this remnants here, because it will not place your icon this way, to get rid of that, just restart Cinnamon. I'm going to show you my way. Alt, hold it down, and F2 brings up this blank box. Hit a small R. And that resets or restarts Cinnamon. I can do that while filming. I normally never edit these videos. Okay, now let me do it the right way. Okay, we're going to go find it. And what are we doing? Reboot. Right click, add to desktop. Now you can see it. These are double click, single click, single click, single click. I have a less chance of triggering these than I do here though, because you're constantly clicking on these things. And I'm telling you, this is a nice convenient place for these, but it's also very dangerous. If you have stuff open, there is a chance it won't save your stuff because these activate extremely fast. But it's your machine. This one here is a little bit different. At least I have to aim for that thing. Normally I'm in here, right? Or maybe I'm doing a search. All right, if you want to uninstall these, I'm going to reopen this back up. So again, Mary's just a made-up name. So it's period local from your local user, period local dot local. Open that up. Share. If you want, I'll make this bigger for you. And then applications. I'll make that bigger for you. It's this first one. And I'll leave these up so you can see this. First of all, I'm going to get rid of all the shortcuts before I uninstall these. So I'm going to pull these out. Mint knows where to put these. So they're in here now. Now I'm going to right click and do the uninstall. And what's going to happen is you're going to notice, I'll try to resize this box. Just trying to grab the edge here so you can see everything. So I'm going to open the menu and we're going to uninstall this. And the reason I left this up here just to let you see these two a la carte icons, one of them will disappear here. Okay, so I'll do the first reboot. And as soon as I hit yes, one of these will go away. So the second icon, there's only one left, and you can probably guess what happens when I delete this one. The System Tools category will disappear. And now that one is gone. So all I have is MIME-Info Cache. Okay. That category is no longer being displayed. Right-click, Edit Menu. This is currently default. In other words, this is how your system will look. I'm just going to recreate this for you real quick, and then we're going to probably call this good. All right, REBOOT, reboot. Now, again, these are very quick and fast. If I was, one more time, aiming for an application that I'm currently running out of a folder, and I want to create an icon, pick a category, create the new launcher for your application, hit browse and go find your executable. In this case, I'm just doing a command. REBOOT, reboot. It's a valid command. And REB, we'll use this black one. You can use any icon you want. So if you're creating a launcher for your application, you can also pick any system icon, or you can bring in your own icons. Okay. You can see a la carte just reappeared. I'll close this now that you know where the location is. Okay, now this is back online, and I can technically throw it over here now. Okay, I could if I was really, really risky and throwing it down there. But I really don't want to. Thank you for watching.